This one looks really interesting. I thought I knew what it was about, and then I saw the preview and I had no clue what it was about. The movie it had a bad ending. I don't like movies with bad endings. I don't like, no matter how good it was, it's always gonna be whack to me because the ending was whack. So my apartment is being painted right now. So it's very empty, very dead, very funky. What do you call this? I replanted or propagated. It's called propagated. I propagated my plants. I had big, beautiful golden pathos outside of my fire escape. They were growing so long and beautiful, and so I decided to propagate. I filmed that, but I lost that footage. I'm going to link a video that was very easy to follow and very useful to me, where I learned to propagate. Really good video. I'm going to link it. So that video is going to teach you how to cut and where to cut. So the next step after you cut it is you put it in a bowl of water and let the roots grow in. So you wait about 2 to 3 weeks and let the roots grow in. I'll show you one here. Now the roots are pretty long. So you see that? That's the root. You see that little eyeball thing there? I think it's called, they gave it a name. I think they said it's called, I forgot. So you cut on the 2 sides of that. So maybe you can learn just by looking at this. You have like a whole long vine and you cut on the 2 sides of that little eyeball, and then your roots grow in when you put it in clean water, away from the sun, in a dark bowl preferably. I chose these bowls because this is all I had from the Goodwill, and this is my little Hennessy glass that I don't use, so I just chose that one, which is not dark at all, but you work with what you have. So now I'm going to put this dirt in. I bought this dirt a long time ago, but it's been working for my most recently propagated plants, so I'm guessing it's still kicking. I also bought this a while back, plant food spikes, Miracle Grow, indoor. So it's these little things, and you break one off and then you stuff it into the dirt. When you're propagating, when you transfer the plants from the water bowl to the dirt, it's good to then give the dirt some water to water the plants, because they're so used to living in water that it'll be too much of a shock for them to go into like a dry existence. Miracle Grow Moisture Control Potting Mix protects against over and under watering. It says feeds up to 6 months, grows parts twice as big. So I can't vouch for that because I usually get the dirt from Home Depot and they do it right there for me. Like, I've never switched out the dirt in my plants, and they're going good so far. Look at that cutie, that's a friendly ghost. Good morning, it's October 24th, and look, I'm going to show you the sky again because I can't help it when it's so blue. I can't help it. Look at that, that's beautiful. That's the most beautiful color in the world. See that color green on the trees? That is the color of my birthstone, peridot. To me, the color peridot is best described as light reflecting through leaves. Like, that's exactly what peridot looks like. Hola, señor. Hey, I'm tired. I'm so tired. Yesterday they were painting my apartment, and they left around 3:30, and that's when I started to put things back in order and clean. And I got in the shower after midnight, and I'm still not done. I have a lot more cleaning to do. I have laundry to do, which is why I'm walking to Target here in Harlem. If you have like a little one in your life, I got this one here for my niece, John's niece, last year or something like that, and she loved it. Like, she really enjoyed it. So that might be fun. I think it's a learning teddy bear. I can't remember.
My hand is orange.
Oh, that's so cute. Here's what I got from Target. Dawn, because I'm running low on Dawn. I don't like to be caught out there with all my cleaning products, so I never let myself run out. Tide, this was on sale for $10, and it does 89 loads. It is simply clean and fresh. The aroma is Daybreak Fresh. So normally I don't like to get any extra different type of aromas, but this smells just like Thai. It doesn't smell like anything different. So I've got John Reese's cup. I got him a birthday card, which is late, 5 days late, but better late than never. It's like a sports hand, and it says #1 honey. This is funny because it's like the card is talking about sports brackets and fantasy teams, and he's into that, and I don't know much about it, so it's kind of like a joke on the fact that I don't know much about it. I can't stand buying birthday cards that are more than $1. Like normally I would go to Dollar Tree and just hook it up and write on it myself, but John is such a good card buyer. Like he buys the most perfect cards for me every year. I'll show you the last one. It's like perfection. So this is the last one. This is our life. This is our entire life together in a card. It's a Valentine's Day card, and it says, I won't even read it to you, but it basically says everything about our life, like our domestic life, our very casual, low-key lifestyle. And then it has a pop-up, and I just died. Every pop-up is exactly us. More details about our life. You would think that he got this made for us. Like, it's so beautiful. The Reynolds wrap, Reynolds Kitchen Foil Baking Cups, Wilton Cupcake Decorating Set, because I'm making my own frosting too. A Blockbuster game that I found at Target. So John and I love movies, John loves movies, and so this is a movie game, a movie trivia game, and I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Hello, today is October 25th, my anniversary. I'm wearing a really casual outfit. So this is a thrifted Minnie and Mickey vintage green sweater. I got it for the color. I love this color. Just regular tights and my socks. I don't like to be with my sneakers indoors, so you'll see that in a later overlay shot. I'm wearing my felines. Hands and then away, both under influence. We had I'm in the movie theater about to see Countdown. It's about an app that tells you when you're gonna die. It looks cheesy, it looks corny, but that's exactly what I'm in a mood for right now. I just wanted to know, I would never download an app that tells me when I'm gonna die. That's insane. No matter how funny it's supposed to be, or it's just a game, it's just a joke, never. So I wanna know, will y'all download something like that? Like an app that is meant to scare the shit out of you?
AMC amazing.
It was good. Surprisingly good.
Right.
Funny.
The movie was good. I recommend it. It was funny. It had good comic relief, and it had a lot of jumpy moments. I was in a theater with like teenagers, and they made it even more funny with their comments. Anyway. I'm going to print out tickets at the library. Tomorrow we're going to the Knicks game. We got free sweet tickets again, so they play Celtics. I have to print out the tickets at the library. They charge you 20 cents per sheet.
Girl, we can never get involved.
Let's see, this helps. So I came with John to get his haircut today in the Bronx. John was raised in the Bronx. He went here for elementary all the way through college. I was in the Bronx. I was raised in Harlem and the Bronx. So Harlem was my younger years, and the Bronx was junior high school and high school. So I love the Bronx. I know that, you know how Charlamagne says that the craziest people come from the Bronx and Florida. I don't feel that way. I just feel like the Bronx has stayed the same for like ever. Like the people have stayed the same. You know what, boo? It's probably because you know, the Bronx hasn't been overly gentrified as of yet, but it will. It will be. I feel like the time is up for the Bronx, and they're gonna suffer the same shit as everybody else.
What, like,
that could be it, though.
Next 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah, but that could be why the Bronx has remained the Bronx. It's because there's not people forcing them to change and shit.
Nah, I doubt it. I don't think so. Most people remain in the Bronx for life.
You think that's a lot of faith? Now that I think about it, it's just
The only reason
it could be because the gentrification hasn't hit the hood. Like the hood is still the hood in the Bronx.
The reason why gentrification is in Harlem is because it's close to Manhattan. It has to be convenience for the white man. There's no convenience here.
But it doesn't. No, it's no longer about convenience. It's about money. And now that like you have the internet and you have like social media that makes everybody kind of like your neighbor. Everybody's kind of familiar with New York, and it's the Bronx is not so scary anymore. You know what I mean?
The crime gonna still ride the streets. It's not gonna change. Because police are gonna change that shit here.
Yes, because look what happened in like look at the heavy police presence in Harlem.
Because Harlem is close to Manhattan, man. Like,
but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
A few blocks away. If they could increase what they're already paying 2 miles away, of course they're gonna do this.
This is New York, and social media has put New York like on the map and the Bronx on the map like never before.
Bronx gonna be the Bronx for life.
The Bronx culture is, I feel like, still mad 90s. And I feel like Harlem is still Harlem in a sense. Like, to me, Harlem has always been pretty. Like, the guys in Harlem has always been pretty and about their, you know, their style and their gear and shit. But, and the Bronx too, though. The Bronx is mad matchy-matchy. Like, hats, belts, sneakers. But I feel like the spirit of the people in the Bronx is still 90s. Like, it's still mad, like, I don't know, real?
The Bronx got its first Starbucks, like what? Like
a month ago, right? It was like a month ago. It's in 149th, right? In the hub?
I'm thinking like a few months ago. It's first Starbucks. I really think Starbucks is for gentrification. It's just saying, I'm just saying
you're right, but we're getting there. It's a sign, I think. I think it's a sign. What's up, Al? Okay, what's up? I enjoyed your last video. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
The vibrating underwear? Shit. That's Al. His last video, well, he has a YouTube channel, his wife. He made her wear vibrating underwear and I couldn't stop laughing. So check it out, I'll link it below. So this is a regular bodega. Everybody has one. This is a food desert, but not really, because like in the Bronx and stuff like that, they make food. Like there's like empanadas and things like that. Dame uno de watermelon, sour apple, y grape. I used to love these. These used to be my favorite. I still love carrot cake. I made it for John's birthday. When I first started vlogging in Harlem, I was afraid that people were gonna like jack me for my stuff because this little setup, I have a tripod that's $30 and my cell phone that's old. It looks more expensive than what it is. And so I just don't want to have shiny, pretty things in the hood because people will snatch it. So, so knowing better than that, I still fought through that fear to get my vlog popping, and now I'm not afraid anymore. And if I get jacked, I get jacked. So there's a lot of tourists going to the Joker Steps now in the Bronx, and it's all over the news. So now the people in the Bronx are alert. I want the Bronx to get that tourist money because I know that it could do good. But you're not in Times Square. There's not a heavy police presence, and it's not a crowded place. It's just your regular neighborhood, like the one I'm in now. So be mindful, be smart, be safe.
I got it made. I got it made. I got it made.
You want to promote your barbershop on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the name of it again? Oh, okay. It's by Otto Barrio Barbershop. Okay, thank you. Nice haircut as usual. One of my favorite restaurants is in Harlem. It's close to home. It's really delicious food, and it's very small and it's low key. I'm gonna give them business, so I'm shouting them out.
So sometimes you have to do things that are gonna hurt your heart, but they're gonna cure your faith.
And she only reveals what she wants you to see.
It's amazing, Mom. Love inside. Take it with you.
My biggest issue with death is darkness, nothing, no love, no nothing. Like, I'm afraid that everything turns off like a light and you don't, like I won't have John anymore and people that I love. And so, you know, when he says it's amazing you take the love with you, I feel like everything, the connections are for eternity. Like the love is for eternity. You never feel lonely. You take it with you where you go forward, wherever it is that's next.
I know all that, but I'm gonna bet on myself. Ain't nobody gonna put me on the screen set for me.
Hello, it's October 29th, Tuesday. I am headed to the Joker Steps in the Bronx, and I just wanted to show you what I'm wearing. This jacket is thrifted from Land's End. I think that the brand is Land's End. It is beautiful. I think it's like that beautiful casual cool coat that you could throw over anything. The t-shirt is green, American Apparel, I believe, thrifted. The sweats are thrifted, and I think they're also Land's End. I've been wearing these sweats for like the last couple of videos. And the kicks that I'm going to wear are just regular felines. Joyeria spot in 116th. I'm going to get a battery put into my Casio vintage calculator watch. I feel like if you wear a watch, you get some of your life back rather than always checking the phone for the time, because for me, it's a huge distraction. I'll see an email, I'll see a text message, and I'm on there for minutes. So I've missed my watch so much. I'm so happy to finally get it fixed. So as you can tell, there's people pulling up in cabs and things like that. These are the steps here, the Joker Steps. You see, mad. I don't know, it could be locals, but for the most part I could tell who's a tourist because it's really hot at the moment. Like I mentioned earlier, the locals are throwing eggs and I don't want to get hit with one. I'm like out of breath. It's been a minute since I climbed them steps. Gracias, señora. Thank you.
Está bien, mi amor.
Sí, ya. Estaba tomando mucho agua. Chao.
Okay.
I'm going down these steps, and now I realize how much I hate them. I hate these steps, especially going down. It is so freaking scary. Hola, señora. The tourists started coming by the dozen, and I feel like it was getting too hot, and like I said, I was trying to keep my coat clean of eggs. When I was down there, I saw guys at the top of the steps, and I thought they were the ones throwing the eggs. And I climbed up there so I could talk to them and get advice of the day from them, you know, their perspective on the tourists. But when I got up there, was no one up there but a Verizon truck that was mad loud. So this is my apartment door. It's a heavy metal door. I used to have letters on it from my nieces and nephews that they've written me throughout the years. But now it's plain as day. I don't want anything on it except this here necklace made of colorful crosses that I got from St. Lucia. When you turn to the right, you're in my kitchen. It's a very small kitchen, but it's big enough for me to cook in, and that's all I need. So it looks like a kitchen of a person that cooks. It doesn't look pretty and neat and modern. It's just clean, but you could tell that this is a used space. So here is my living room space. We walk into the living room, and let me show you how dark it is. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and there is no sun in here because I live in the back of the building. So I recently got my apartment painted, and since then I don't want anything on my walls. And so we have this very minimal space. I have a chair there that I've had forever. This throw that I have over it is from the Goodwill. My couch, I've had it for a minute. The throws over it are from the Goodwill as well. Those throws there. Those throws are there to keep me warm when I'm on the couch because my apartment is naturally really cold. And this is just one of my mirrors on the floor. All of my mirrors are on the floor now. My TV here with some Halloween decorations, my plants and my books, and my mannequin that holds my coats. So there you have some books again, my artwork, mirrors. This is the new addition to my home, which I'm so happy I finally have something like this. This is where I eat. This is my table. These are actually 2 table trays together. I finally decided to just convert them into one table. These 2 chairs are from my neighbor who passed away. He was so kind to me, and when they were getting rid of the chairs, I grabbed them. This fabric is beautiful and perfect for a tablecloth. I got it a long time ago from Save-A-Thon for like $1. I just loved it and I got it, but now I see that it was meant to be. That's my window. There's nothing going on there. I recently got rid of my AC since I didn't use it all summer. and I put my plants out there. That's my recently propagated plant, so it's collecting some sun or whatever sun it could possibly get. And this is the space from the point of view of the window. It's really large. I prefer all the space in the world than to have a cluttered home. So walking over here, this is my little hallway, which is kind of like a storage. This is my bike over here. It has my towels drying, the towels that I used this morning. My easel, you know, it's just storage. My fan on the floor, and my window that shows you nothing. Yep, and here we have my restroom, my bathroom, and there isn't anything different in here. So there's no update. This is just my regular bathroom that you saw the first time. This, just so you know, it smells like medicine. I don't like it. I knew I should have never bought it, so it's going right back. And repurposing, if you like to do that. I used the Bustelo glass to store my Q-tips, local raw honey glass to store cotton puffs and hairpins. And this one, I think this was a dip. I can't remember. I used this to store cotton pads. And that's it for the bathroom. Again, this is my little hallway. And when you come over here, you see my bedroom. And my bedroom is pretty much a closet with a bed in it. There's nothing much to see in there.
You got me nervous.
You're so funny.
You should take what you give her as long as it's free.
We're in 86th Street now. I just filmed the video and uploaded the video for styling my WuTang shirt. And now I am going to Urban Outfitters to return it. I knew I would, you know, even when I bought it, I knew that I would eventually return it. It's really hard for me to like spend so much money on one piece, knowing the value, knowing the true value. I can't do it, I can't do it. It's okay though, because I'm gonna keep my eye on it for when it goes on sale. Look, this is why I can't do it. These are $75 here. I'm wearing these right now. And I got them for like $40, $45 from VIM. Probably cheaper, I just can't remember. Happy Halloween. This is how I get my wide angle. So this is how it will look normally. And then I add, ignore my mess, I'm working on my costume this morning. So I have a few here cardboard cutouts that I made DIY. I'm gonna glue them onto the dress. I'm gonna glue them with a hot glue gun because I'm trying to save the dress at the same time. I want to give it to my nieces. So I think that, you know, hot glue gun, it sort of turns, once it's like cold, it turns, once it's set, it turns into like plastic. So I think in the future I can peel it off and save the dress for my nieces. Do you see how the dress moves? And you can still see the star. That's why I'm doing it while I'm wearing it, because there's a lot of movement in this dress. And I want to make sure that my work pays off and is not hidden. I try this at home, but, and I mean that, I'm not like trying to be funny. Don't you even think about it and get me in trouble. I'm going to glue this onto the dress. So let's see what you got, girl. I really, really hope I can save this dress to wear it so that my nieces could have it for like, oh shoot, look. See what happens? This is why I have to wait. I'm glad the camera caught this. That has not settled yet. And just so you can see, look at that. You see how it stays in place? It doesn't go anywhere? That's Ben Nye for you. That is legit. Showered. So look at the dress, look at the cuteness. I cannot. I'm dripping in stars and moons. Oh my god, I would love to work in PBS and be like a kids show forever, like die doing that. And then all the kids love me and they all remember me, like the 2019, 2020 babies. They're like, oh my god, I remember Miss Isabel. Oh my god, do you remember that on PBS? And oh, that would be nice. When you look up and you look around, don't you feel like you're in like the Matrix or some shit? So Ray's costume is Arthur, and he's getting mad love from the millennials. I'm getting love from the seniors. The culture report for today is Dolomite with Eddie Murphy and everybody, like everybody's in that movie. It was excellent. I highly recommend it, especially if you need a little bit of inspiration and motivation to keep on going and to believe in yourself and to bet in yourself. That is the movie for you. It's very entertaining and all that, but it's also delivering a really necessary message for someone like me, especially. World's Toughest Tongue Twisters by Joseph Rosenblum. It's a good one. So here's my issue. I have to edit this video so much, mainly because of my speech. I don't know what's happening now. I'm 38 and I don't know what's going on, but my speech is changing. I'm having trouble with words, pronouncing words. I'm stuttering. I'm getting tongue-tied a lot. So I practice these tongue twisters and it helps. So I don't know if you need help with speech and all that, but if so, pick up a tongue twister. I bought it for like $1 somewhere a million years ago, can't remember, but it comes in very clutch. Hello, it is November 2nd, and I don't know if the overlay of the outfit of the day was clear enough, so I want to make it clear. Everything is thrifted as usual, except my footwear. This is a most recent find, a little handmade floral knit cardigan. I have it tied up in the front to show some skin, and these are, what are they called? I think it's Vasco or something like that. I remember the brand back in the day. Anyway, they are perfectly made for my size. And that is because, look at this waist. It's like perfect. The waist fits me perfectly, though the waist fits perfectly and it doesn't have any sign of, what do you call it? Tailoring. So I've been looking for a pair of black jeans with white stitching for a long time. And these happen to be wide leg carpenter pants. So I wore these with my suede Fenty Pumas and my wool coat that is also thrifted. And that's the outfit of the morning. Later on, I'm going to my friend's baby shower and my outfit is going to be totally different. This is how I cut my denim. This is how I cut my denim. I just want to show you just in case you might, learn something from this. Especially if you have a curvy bone structure or if you're just curvy because you got all that meat. And so denim is affected by my curves, meaning if I put the skirt on, it's going to change in length because my curves are going to kind of expand it and stretch it out and bring it up. So what I do before I cut any denim is I put it on and I make the marker because, like I just said, I'll put my skirt on and I'll wiggle a little bit in it to make sure this is the actual length. This is where it's going to fit me. This is how it fits me. And so I can decide, okay, this is where I need to cut because this is where I want the skirt to fall. So I flip it over, decide on this length, and then I'll use my ruler. I think I got this ruler from Dollar Tree? I can't remember. Let me see, does it say? No, it doesn't say. But anyhow, I'll grab the ruler and I'll count the inches. And that is, I'm gonna say 4 inches. So I'm gonna cut 4 inches tonight. It is November 4th, Monday. I am on my way to start my new job. So I'm back to the 9 to 5. I'm excited. I got butterflies in my stomach. I'm nervous. I'm everything. Like, I'm feeling all the feelings. So I will end the vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I tried to make it 30 minutes this time, so I'm working. I think I'm getting better at it. I'm excited for November because I'm starting this new job, so I'm excited to see where the vlog goes. I'm excited to see where the vlog takes us, or where we take the vlog. Anyhow, I'll see you in my next video. Peace.